Oh yeah, after watching episode 8, I have come to the realization that Conquest is a certified dog. He's one of Viltrum's greatest soldiers, and he pretty much said it himself.
All the other Viltrumites are scared of me. No one wants to be my friend. They think I am unstable. And as I get better at it, they fear me more and more. I am a victim of my own success.
I could just see the writer sitting there like, in season 1, Omni-Man beats the brakes out of Mark. In season 2, Anissa beats the brakes out of Mark. Season 3, how can we emotionally and brutally beat down Mark this season? Find out next time on... So after the invasion of Angstrom and Mark's evil variants ripped to the real one, it had to have been like 6-8 hours later. My dog Conquest pulls up on Mark.
Stand ready for my arrival, worm.
Ladies and gentlemen, watch closely as you're about to experience a Viltrumite moment when arrogance and ignorance overwhelm the mind of another reasonable Viltrumite, causing him to act in an illogical, self-destructive manner. So Mark and Conquest ready up. Got the whole NPCs in shambles. Conquest head slams Mark and pushes him straight into the ground and tells Mark, "I'm not Anissa. She was medium difficulty. I'm the extreme. I do it for the love of the game. So please, worm, beg for my mercy." But Mark ain't trying to hear none of that and hits him with a left. That shit was weak. Then proceeds to start ramming Conquest through buildings. Niggas can't even go in peace without 2 aliens crashing through their building. Conquest picks up Mark as he starts choking him. This is a frequent situation in this whole fight. But Mark hits him with a down heavy, give Unk hearing problems, and kicks him away, talking about that was just warm up. Oh really? Mark dashes in, hits him with a clean hook, and with no recovery time given, he hits him with a mean uppercut, then drags him down to knee, check him, sends him up high, and started doing tricks on it, punching him to space. Then they just stood there. Conquest starts smiling, blows out a blood bubble and turns it into a heart. Even Mark confused on what Unk on right now, but he pretty much called the beating he received cute. He liked it. He enjoyed it. I see why the other Viltrumites are afraid of him, cause bro starts doing shit like this after getting hit, trying to get them to stand ready for his worm. So Conquest takes him back to Earth. Mark tries to get Unk off him, but then weak ass left and right ain't doing nothing, so he hits him on his stomach. Mark starts talking crazy. Then the cameraman shows Conquest's face, the face of a man that is not playing. The next thing I know, we see Mark like these, crashing through a building. Debbie sees her son getting whooped, so she gives the approval for the other one to join in. We then see Mark lay it out, hoping this is all a dream, but it wasn't. Then his blood starts vibrating from the force and speed Conquest used to crash into him. Bro really brought the whole city down with Mark. Oliver sees them and tries to catch up to them but can't, so he watches his brother look confused on where up and down is. Luckily for him, Conquest showed him the way, got him crashing through buildings, then hits a gas tank blowing him up. Mark, looking like he don't want to fight anymore, tells Conquest to stop. Conquest stops, grabs him by the neck and slams him into the ground, then starts choking him and starts to give Mark a little motivation by wanting to put other people 6 feet under. And as soon as Conquest was about to end it all, Oliver rocks Conquest away filled with spirits and excitement. Only if he knew, he flies straight towards Conquest, but just look at Conquest. You youngins should have more respect for your elders. Slap the joy and excitement off his face, picks him up by his leg and asks him for his name so he can know who he's about to dismember. Then Mark kicks the shit out of Conquest, saving Oliver, tells him to leave, but kids these days don't listen, causing Conquest to ram Mark into a car, the parking lot, a few buildings and the streets, then throws him into a recently fully paid car. Mark dodges his attack and headbutts Conquest, having Conquest to fall on one knee. So Mark starts throwing straight left-right combos. Unk dropped his hands. Mark grabbed him by his shirt and starts beating him again and again. Then Conquest grabs him by the hand, gets up and pretty much tells him he's cooked. We then see Eve in the hospital. She wakes up and sees Mark getting done like this, so she suits up ready to go help him, even with a broken leg. Then Conquest grabs Mark and gives him a little stretch by the arm and tells Mark so far he's only been playing with him and only sees him as a toy, but it's time to up it up, slamming him into the ground and pushes bro away. Then calls the fight he's having with Mark fun but easy, sliding across the street using Mark's body. Then tells him his dad is dead, trying to bring him mentally down, which isn't true of course, but they don't know that. So Oliver kicks Conquest away. Little bro must have forgotten what happened moments ago. Conquest tells Mark to take a break and smacks him to the side, then punches this little kid like he's some grown-ass man. But now Oliver really went from looking excited to beat Unk's ass to getting bitch slapped to looking scared, and this is the end result as Oliver is about to get split into 2. Shit is tragic. So Mark tackles Conquest, saving Oliver. Then Conquest just stops, grabs Mark by his head, had him closing his eyes cause he knew shit was about to be brutal. Then Conquest punches him, then Then Mark returns the favor by hitting Conquest back. Cecil brings help to Oliver and just sees the destructions of 2 Viltrumites. Then he gets a call saying Eve wants to talk to him, and she tells Cecil to put her in the fight. But Cecil is like, no, you got beat up by weaker versions of Mark, so how the hell would you beat Conquest? With the power of blood, of course. The scene changes and we see Conquest dragging Mark across the sea and tells him to look up. He's not gonna want to miss this, and does one of the most diabolical actions we've seen until this moment. He rams him across the building, body after body, building after building, killing so many innocent people. There's gotta be a Viltrumite special attack, ramming Mark Grayson into humans and anything in their way. So Conquest drags him across the ground and sends him up. Mark hits him with a left and gets assisted by Eve, and you just see Mark in distress. Anything but her. So Conquest turns his attention towards Eve and just looks at her as she just stands there with a broken leg. Sometimes you just gotta wonder, if a less powerful version of Mark could do this to her, what made her think she could go against this Broly nigga? So Conquest goes after Eve, but Mark not trying to let this man anywhere near his girl. Then Conquest headbutt Mark and breaks his leg, and you just see the disappointment in his eyes as he falls. So Eve suits up. Conquest calls it cute and goes for the attack, just for Eve to make the air more dense. Then hits him with a mallet, and again, but Conquest stops it this time. So Eve got Conquest breaking through endless walls and used the broken particles to take away his breathing, slamming him between 2 objects. Now she's just throwing random shit at him. Conquest, tired of a BS, stops her attack and breaks Eve's armor one at a time, grabs her just to rock her in the head, breaks her upper armor, then Conquest breaks her face, tore through her, and drops her. Mark catches Eve in tears, hoping she's still alive, calling for Cecil, but bro was nowhere to be found. Conquest sees all this and calls it a weakness and tells Mark she don't have much time left. If you've got anything else to say, let it be said. So Mark, pissed off, tells Conquest he won't see tomorrow. Then they go for a clash and breaks each other's hands. Mark hits him with a clean left and starts spamming random movesets. Conquest goes for a mean hug and Mark takes a bite out of him. Then they start clashing like we in DBZ. Eve gets an awakening. Mark starts pounding Conquest's face in, sees Eve getting an upgrade. Conquest then used the opportunity to grab him by the neck, break his spine, and slams him to the ground. Then out of nowhere, Conquest starts talking about his feelings as he viciously chokes down Mark. Man, what type of BS foreplay is this? Squeezing the life out of bro as he talks about his feelings. The foreplay was so good it had Mark rolling his eyes back. Then Eve saves him frying off Conquest, but he gets back up, and this time he wants to make sure Eve is completely dead, but Mark is like hell no and locks in. Then hits Conquest straight to the face and kept on pounding him till he thought he was dead, or so we thought, cause Cecil be on that dumb shit. And with that being said, thanks for making it this far to the video. I'ma head out.
You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away.